Hello again, everybody. This is this is a fun night. I'm doing this right after I did a recording for another one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold this one off for a couple days, maybe. I don't know. Who knows? I might get a wild hair up my ass and post it anyways. But I was watching this. I was watching this video here on my TV. And I noticed something, and I wanted to see if it was noticeable on my phone. So I checked my phone, and it was very hard. So I wanted to check on the computer to see how it reacts. Because on an 85-inch screen TV, things look different. On a 26-inch monitor, things look different. On a 22-inch monitor, things look different. On a 6-inch screen, things look different. So, I wanted to see if I can pick it up on here when I couldn't pick it up on my phone. And this is interesting. This is top 5 scary videos of heart-pounding counters. Wait, when was this one? This one was done 3 days ago. Fearsome top 5. 3 days ago to today's 29th, so this was 26th. So I really hope that this shows properly. So.
Welcome to Fearsome Top 5. Today we'll be taking a look at 5 terrifying ghost videos. Number 1. A man named Tony runs the very appropriately named TikTok account, Dude My House is Haunted. For the last few years, he's been dealing with a dark force inside of his home that just won't seem to leave. At the peak of this activity, he would often hear disembodied footsteps walking around, catch glimpses of ghostly apparitions, and on one occasion, dodge knives that somehow got thrown across the room. Tony believed that the spirit in his home belonged to a child, so as a way to test this, he placed a ball on the floor in front of a security camera to see if anything would interact with it. And to his dismay, this is the footage he caught.
Yep, Okay, so I can see it on the TV, and I can see it on the computer here, but it's hard as hell to pick up on a phone. So right there at the corner of the couch is a hand, and he's doing something with his hand. There is somebody laying down here. Like you see the okay, so watch up there. Ball moves when that hand starts moving over there, and then moves again, and the hand's moving. See it?
After exhaustion.
Yeah. He's doing something, and what I'm thinking is he's got he's got one of those little RC balls, maybe something. It's hard to tell. It really is, but it's literally there's right there. Doodle-doodle-doo, right there. Get my little pointer in here. Point. Pokey. Right there. There is somebody behind that couch doing shit. And because this camera is not recording audio, he could be doing anything. He could be over there whistling and kicking his feet behind a couch.
After exhausting his options and trying every solution possible, the activity in his home finally died down. But just as life was returning to normal, there began to be signs that this entity may have returned.
Okay, that was...
Yeah. Dude looks like a trustworthy guy. Looks so trustworthy.
Making the video showing you guys that this lamp behind me is moving, and I did 2 videos because it kept moving and kept moving and kept moving, and I was getting ready to shut it off because I was kind of tired of watching it move. And as soon as I went to hit the phone and turn it off, the light came on. I kid you not, I gotta look and see if I caught it, but the freaking light came on, this light right here, and it's still moving.
So he doesn't show it actually start moving. He just says, oh, it just started moving.
It's still going.
And there's a cut, so how do we know?
It's been moving for a while. There's no strings. Oh, that's just the chain. I'm not touching
A light hanging from the ceiling mysteriously swung back and forth, although nothing and no one were touching it. Tony showed every possible angle of this lamp to...
He doesn't actually show it start. He says that he was recording and then it just started swinging. But he's not showing that part. And everything that he's showing is him just going, look, it's swinging. Yeah, if I walk up to a lamp and start it swinging, and wait a couple seconds and walk across the room and then start filming it, then say that it's swinging, it doesn't mean that it actually was swinging.
prove that there were no strings attached and that he wasn't the one that was causing this. This unsettling movement was his first clue that something was once again inside of his home. And in the days that followed, he encountered something that made his hair stand on end.
Okay, as you can see, it's a little after 3 o'clock. And I'm hearing kids outside playing. If you listen close, you can hear them. But I've been hearing what sounds like a kid in the house. I know it's probably just an echo from that close, you can hear them.
That's a recorded audio dubbed over. I mean, it's literally right at microphone level.
But I've been hearing what sounds like a kid in the house. I know it's probably just an echo from them. Over here, see, I can hear those kids out there. These are some masks my friend got me from Argentina. See, I can hear those kids. Let me move in here. See, you can hear them a little better. They're over behind my backyard. Let me move into the kitchen here. And you can see you can hear them out there pretty good. Somebody mowing their yard. See, that sounded like that was in here. I swear it sounds like it's coming from in here. There's nothing in the bathroom. I was just in here, so I know it's nothing in here. I swear I came down like right down there. It sounded like it came from one of the back rooms or like
Waiting
in the
to see
hallway or
something run across
That
randomly,
was weird.
like a shadow.
What is that?
See you soon.
You gotta be kidding. You gotta be.
That sounds like it's coming from an Alexa.
I swear it sounded like it was in the house.
Despite the kids playing outside, Tony swore that it sounded like one of these voices was coming from inside of the house. He cautiously made his way from room to room, but while in the kitchen, a disembodied voice can be heard behind him, sounding like it's saying "see ya."
Somebody mowing their yard. See, that sounded like mowing their yard. Mowing their yard. See, that sounded like that was in here.
He walked towards the sound of this voice, and while peering down the hallway, a ghostly whisper called out saying, "See you soon."
What is that?
See you soon.
You gotta be kidding. You gotta be. What is that?
See you soon.
You gotta be. What is that?
See you soon.
You gotta be kidding.
Yeah, that sounds like freaking like it's coming from an Alexa.
You gotta be. You gotta.
This unnerving voice made him jump and left him at a loss for words. From the crystal clear sound of this voice, there's no denying that it came from inside the house. But considering he was home alone at the time, this becomes a whole lot harder to explain. Number 2. TikTok user Kubo Koi is an account run by a guy named Tyler. He often buys and resells things that he finds on eBay and Facebook Marketplace. Well, one day while he was browsing online, he found a box full of random items for sale, with one of the items inside being an old
haunted doll.
While messaging the seller, she began to ask Tyler bizarre questions. Do you have a family? Are you gonna give that doll to a kid? Obviously a little creeped out, he proceeded with caution, but couldn't resist purchasing the box for only $5. Strangely enough, the same day he brought the box home, unusual things started to happen. He began to hear sounds as if someone else was in the room with him, and it was at this moment that he pulled out his phone to record.
Dude, I swear this box just f***ing moved on its own. Should we do that again?
I'd like to point out what I see as the obvious here, and that is the fact that this box is way too small for all of this stuff to come in. I mean, it's none of the. It's all sticking out of the box. Like he just grabbed a box and stuffed a bunch of shit in it, and then he's like, "Look, this is the box that I got all this from this lady, and it's haunted." And I think that's an American Girl doll, maybe.
Oh, sh**.
Yeah.
The box on his desk suddenly moved completely on its own. He carefully stepped closer to take a look inside, but as his eyes scanned over the box, the doll eerily moved. After this incident, he tossed the...
That wasn't an eerily moving doll.
He carefully stepped closer to take a look inside, but as...
Yeah, I mean, you can see this lip where it's folded. There, right here. It has a lip, and that's up on that. And they're like, "Oh, the doll moved. It jumped." Yeah. Yeah, the doll just shifted because of the way the arm was positioned.
really moved. After this incident, he tossed the doll in his closet and out of sight. But the very next day, he began to hear this. The alarming sound of knocking was coming from his closet. He inched closer, not quite sure what to expect to find inside. And as he slid open the door, there was the doll sat directly in front of him. The following day, as he was playing video games, he could have sworn he heard something moving in his room. Thinking fast, he took off his headphones and began recording.
So I'm playing video games at my desk, and I just heard the guitar play itself, and it moved, I swear. Let's see if it does it again.
The guitar moving is because it was already leaning on the wall. The knocking on this, I'm gonna call shenanigans on it. I'm thinking what he's doing is he's trying to create a backstory about this doll so that he can throw it onto eBay as a haunted item and then later on sell it for much more.
Somehow the guitar against the wall began sliding to the left, immediately followed by banging once again coming from the closet. 24 hours later, as he sat in his room, the sound of running water caught his attention.
So I'm at my desk, and I just heard the water in the bathroom turn on by itself. This is the first time something's happened outside my room. So,
Is the doll in the shower? Yeah, I don't know if you guys just caught that. But, okay. He's tinkering with the shower curtain. He's not actually looking down where the knocking motion came from. But then he looks down, he points it down, and then right there. There is something behind the curtain. Right there. So, whatever was knocking on the curtain is right there, and he's not going to show it. I bet that is a controlled device of some kind.
Alright. Do you want me to leave?
The bathroom sink was now somehow on, and after turning it off, he noticed the shower curtain mysteriously moving. He peered behind the curtain, only to reveal that no one was there. But after asking the spirit to move the curtain again, it did just that, looking as if an invisible hand pushed the curtain forward. These spine-chilling events quickly became a daily occurrence, usually happening while he's alone in his room.
So it just started knocking in the closet again. And actually the doll has moved since yesterday because it was in the corner, like kind of on its back looking upwards, and now it's upright, so that's kind of scary.
Yeah, he's creating a backstory so that he can sell this for a profit.
Or it'll just move the shirt in the closet.
Yeah.
Hey, if you can hear me, just move it again.
Let's see if it'll move it. Okay, wait, let's see what we got here. Let's see. Okay, so it is moving at the top point. Let's see. it's moving right here first. This portion here moves first. Yeah, yeah, right here. Right here. Very tip of my pointer. You see the slight glisten of what I'm gonna... Oh, even right here too. Right here, it's reflecting off of the shirt. It is a straight line from here to here. That is, I'm guessing, either monofilament, or he's using the shit. The line that fly fishers use is it's very it's thinner than monofilament, but it has a stronger break limit. It's pulling back. He's blowing smoke.
Alright. We
Yeah.
can actually just go check it out. Because there's
Yeah.
no one in here.
Okay. You can't get any more bullshit than that. Okay.
Just go check
Okay,
it
so-
out.
Okay, so it's going this way. It's going this way in the closet. But he walks up and he looks this way.
No.
What he's doing is he's instead of walking up and looking to where it's going, he's walking up, turning the camera this way, undoing his string, and then he's going to look back this way.
No one in here. It's not really, just kind of cluttered, so. Yeah, yesterday it was over here.
Amazingly, the shirt in the closet eerily slid to the right. He somehow managed to keep his cool as he showed that no one was hiding inside. These shocking events have left him desperate for answers, and he's seriously considering reaching out to the woman that sold him this doll.
I wish they'd show this guy's face so I can get a look at his eyes. Because with how full of shit he is, his eyes should be brown.
Meanwhile, I would simply introduce this doll to my friend Mr. Fire. Number 3. The Molly Stark Sanatorium was a facility located in Vermont, initially opened as a tuberculosis hospital in the early 20th century. The patients being treated for tuberculosis experienced tremendous emotional and physical suffering before they tragically passed away. This is thought to contribute to the lingering presence of their spirits inside. One brave TikTok user named Jenny found herself in the underground tunnels of the sanatorium, recording videos of the massive interior of the decaying building before its demolition. But when she looked back at the video she recorded, she noticed something chilling.
Ooh, there's gonna be somebody in the tunnel. Oh. Yeah. Giggle sounds, talking.
As she turned around and aimed her flashlight at the end of the dark tunnel, something peculiar can be seen. What looks like a dark humanoid figure can be spotted standing by the end of the hall. The dark outline of the shadowy silhouette is easily seen against the light concrete walls. At the time while inside the tunnel, she had no idea what she just captured. So could this be the spirit of a patient that died in this hospital? Let me know what you think. Number...
Oh, that one's a hard one to... Let's watch
The
this
video
again.
she recorded, she noticed something chilling.
Okay, you hear the scared and the giggle and then the talking, and then she turns around and something's at the end of the tunnel, and then she turns back around. This one, I'm more leaning towards she was there with friends goofing off, and then this was shot, and then they're like, okay, this is a ghost that we caught type thing. Because I'm looking at it and it's like, yes, there is a dark spot, but what else do we see here? We see water damage on the walls. Clearly it has rained, water has come down the walls, creating wet spots on the ground, wet spots on the walls. That could easily be wet spot on the wall at the end of the hall, because when you look at the end of this hall, there's also a wet spot or a dark spot right in the center of the wall that looks like somebody's standing there.
As she turned around and aimed her flashlight at the end of the dark tunnel,
It's at both
something
ends.
peculiar can be seen. What looks like a dark humanoid figure can be spotted standing by the end of the hall. The dark outline of the spirit, a guy named Sam from Cleveland, Ohio. Since 2016, he's consistently uploaded videos of his stealth camping adventures. Well, in January of 2024,
I've
Sam
seen
decided
one
to
of his-
camp in the
his
woods in
videos.
Cleveland, but little did he know what he would later experience. After
think
parking
I've-
his truck at a nearby dog park and gathering his gear, he ventured into the woods in search of an ideal camping spot. He trudged through the snow-covered ground, only to stumble upon a tent that appeared to be torn to pieces. Despite this ominous sign, he went on to set up his tent and cook himself dinner. But as the daylight faded, Sam spotted someone in the distance.
I don't know why, I'm just spooked.
Okay, so the setting up the tent and making this is not stealth camping. Stealth camping is finding a place like that one guy that we did the video on, the guy in that was in the bed of his truck, in the little camper bed that he made, and somebody was knocking to get in or knocking to get his attention. That's stealth camping. Stealth camping is camping without looking like you're camping. Stealth camp. What the hell was that? Juke Squad did a stealth camp where they went to like a roundabout somewhere in Florida and did camping inside the roundabout. Stealth camping. The guy lived in the bushes for like 3 days in a roundabout. That's stealth camping. There was the guy who stealth camped inside a store's sign. It's going into the middle of the woods at a dog park and setting up a bright yellow tent is not stealth camping. That is the opposite of stealth.
I haven't been saying that, but I've been spooked since I got here. I keep feeling like somebody's watching me. And then seeing that person. I know it's a public park, but still.
Clearly a little on edge, Sam couldn't shake the feeling that he was being watched. He decided to stick it out and crawled inside of his tent to get some sleep. But that's when things took an unsettling turn.
There's
somebody.
Really? Hang on.
Yeah,
I don't know if they can see it or not through the tent. I don't think so.
Yeah.
I'm leaning right up against.
A small light, even a little keychain light, shining in a tent will be seen for like 100 yards, especially at night. Pitch black, dark night, can't see a damn thing. Just hell. In the military training, a single match, like you take the match out of a matchbook. Darkest night, no stars, no nothing. Middle of the woods, you strike that match, you can be seen. You can see that match. I mean, you got a match that big, and you strike the match. That light at the end of this little deal right here can be seen for 2 miles.
It's the light, but somebody's walking around out there very close to the tent.
Yeah. Probably homeless guy. Wondering, who's in this tent? Who's in this spot?
Somebody's out there. I don't know if they're coming this way or just walking around out there. I can't tell.
That's why
Somebody's
I camp.
definitely walking around out there, though.
Loaded.
Hang on. I don't want to leave the light on.
I don't
in case
drink.
they can see in here.
I camp loaded as in...
I think the fly is thick enough that they can't see the light, but still. I'm
No.
leaning right up against the lantern, so you can only just barely see my face.
Sam sat in total darkness, intently listening to the footsteps moving around him.
Okay, so a trick with camping and doing like these night things like this. Like he's turning on this lantern and it's blowing up his face and lighting up his face. Phones, just a regular phone. This camera, even when it's not an infrared camera, it still picks up infrared light from like little flashlights, your controllers. You can get a keychain infrared light and use that, and it'll light up your face. Like you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna see if it's not over there. Yeah, I got rid of that one because I was broke. Let's see if I can do this. Let's do. See if I can. Yeah. See how it's lighting up my head? That's just the infrared light. You get yourself even a little keychain light that has an infrared light like this. In the dark like this, if you were to light up your face, it would light up your whole face. Not well, but it would look better than this, and it's invisible to the human eye. So even when you're doing this, you could have your phone out and then just like shining that little light on your face, and your phone would pick it up. Because it's not going to pick up bright light out of it, but it'll pick up enough light to where it'll show your face, and you won't have to show a light that is, brightly seen.
And as the sound of these footsteps got closer, Sam began to call out, hoping to get a response.
Listen. I don't like this at all. I'm spooked.
Hello? Hello?
They're really close. They're like 10 feet away. I think there's 2 people. I can't tell. I can barely hear them talking. They're whispering. I think there's 2 people.
Hello?
I think there's 2 of them. They're coming closer to the tent. They have to know that I'm in here.
Yeah, you're in a tent in the middle
I'm
of a
gonna try
clearing.
and just be silent. Hang on. walking around outside in circles. They're right outside the tent.
Hello, I'm in here. Hello? 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 Alright, I'm getting the f out of here. Hello? Hello? I don't know what the f this is, but we're getting out of here. Hang on. Hello? Okay, they're walking away now. What do you want? What do you want? I have a knife. Where's my knife? They're f***ing with me. They're f***ing with me here. Holy crap. Get away. What do you want? Hello, I can't see you.
These menacing footsteps were now right next to him as whoever they belonged to began touching his tent. Sam warned them that he had a knife as he watched in horror as they stared back at him. And as he continued recording, things took a terrifying turn.
They collapsed my tent on me. I don't know which way they went. I think they went this way. I see you. Get away! They're just standing there. They're just standing there. What do you want? Leave me alone!
They're just standing there menacingly.
They collapsed my tent on me and pulled the fly off while I was still in there. It smells like someone's smoking a cigarette too. I smell your cigarette! I smell your cigarette! I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go. I don't know what to do.
He bravely stepped out of his tent, flashlight in hand, although it was hard to see much of anything in the surrounding darkness. But considering the situation he was in, he decided to make a run for it back to his truck.
All right, they're moving again. I don't know. I'm getting out of here. We're going. I'll come back for this some other time. All right, get the hell out of here. I'm leaving. Don't follow me. I don't know where to go. I don't know which way to get out of here. Stay away from me! They're coming behind me. I don't know what they're doing. They could just be around. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going. I hear them coming. I can't.
For somebody terrified and scared, he's making sure to be loud enough to tell them, I don't know where I'm going, I don't know what I'm doing, I don't know how to get out of here, I'm lost. You're giving away all this information as if we give a shit. If you're really in that much of a danger, 911. Start running. Stop fucking recording. Stop telling them that you're fucking lost like a douche nozzle. Just get the fuck out of there.
Can't see the shadow. Here's a path. Okay, get me there. I'm recording all of this. I'm calling the police. I see you. I can see you. Oh, it's getting bigger. It's getting bigger. All right, let's get the here. I don't know if they're like after me or something or what the happening. We're getting the here. It's getting bigger. They're coming this way. Holy I like this. I'm calling the police. There's another car here. Okay. This is okay. All right, we're getting out of here.
With footsteps trailing behind him, Sam sprinted through the trees, eventually making it back to the safety of his truck. With his adrenaline pumping, he left all his gear behind as he sped back to his house. And once he was secure in his garage, he took a moment to reflect on what just happened. The very next morning, he returned to the woods, where he found his tent exactly where he left it. So if this person wasn't planning on stealing his stuff, then what would have happened if Sam didn't run for his life? Number 5.
The dumbest
Over
thing
on
ever.
TikTok, a guy named Dustin works at a hotel in the Appalachian Mountains, a place surrounded by stories of ghost sightings and encounters with supernatural beings. He's often the last one in the building, left to close things up. But late at night, while he's closing, is usually when things take an eerie turn. He often hears ghostly voices calling out to him as if they're trying to get his attention. He's gotten into the habit of recording on his phone whenever he feels a presence nearby. Well, after recording a video in the storage room, he's having a hard time explaining what he caught on camera.
Freezing in here. Okay. Oh, it's freezing in here.
Something I'm cold? Yeah, this is the same fucking dude. Same fucking dude. I did it to myself. I did it to myself.
I don't know. I don't work in housekeeping, so I don't know.
See, in the other video, the one where he's doing the coffee, he's like, "I'm opening," and then here he's saying that he's closing, and he's the last one. It makes no fucking sense.
Okay. What else? Oh, pillowcases. Oh, I probably shouldn't have. Oh, okay. Whoops. Wait, no, those are wrong. That's not pull towels. I'm not entirely sure.
Now, the disembodied voice, it sounds like the friend of his that was in another video. It sounds like he's doing the close to the microphone whispering.
Okay. Here we go.
After entering the back room, Dustin couldn't help but notice the dramatic change in temperature. But when he mentioned this, disembodied voices seemed to call out.
Oh, it's freezing in here. Freezing in here. Freezing in here.
We are cold.
He didn't react or seem to notice these whispers and continued gathering bed sheets. But when he flipped the camera onto himself, a voice can be heard saying, "Behind you."
I'm not entirely sure.
Whoever or whatever this voice...
Yeah, that sounds too close to the friend. Oh man, I'd have to dig through like 2 weeks of previous videos that I've watched to find that. Hell, I'd have to dig through 2 weeks of my search history on my online just to find the other little article thing, because there's a video on a paranormal website where him and his friend are standing next to each other, sitting next to each other, and talking to a camera, and they're being like interviewed by somebody. I don't know if it was like a Zoom interview or something, but his friend is literally wearing a shirt of him, like the screenshot of, you know, up his nose type deal, and the friend is wearing the shirt with his face on it, and that voice sounds like him, because he was reenacting something, and he said something, and he did the weird, and that sounds just like him.
this belonged to didn't exactly sound friendly. And if I were Dustin, I would have been out that door and on my way to Mexico. Make sure to follow me on Instagram to hear more from your boy. As always, if you enjoy these creepy videos, then make sure to give it a thumbs up and
Yeah, I mean, I can't, there, ugh. Well, like the last video. I mean, the last video that I did, I'd rather spend, you know, 4 hours debunking shit than spend months trying to convince people that something was real. I mean, your paranormal evidence should speak for itself. People should be able to watch your paranormal evidence or videos and do all kinds of digging and prying and watching and rewatching and rewatching and rewatching and not be able to pick anything out. But if they can watch it one time and then go, something's not right here, and then watch it a second time and be able to go, oh, there it is, then your whole paranormal is shot. Again, I am for going in to debunk. If I cannot debunk, then that is proof of the paranormal. That's just the facts. So, ta-ta for now. See you on the next one.